and today I have a review of fly boxing gloves. Now you might be mistaken in thinking that you've tuned into a different channel, maybe an art channel, because these could easily be on display in a gallery. These are the 16-ounce fly lace-up gloves. They're called the Superlace, and I will go on to that as we go through this review. Now these are a sparring glove, but they can also be used on the bags and for mitt work. Fly gloves are getting more and more popular with top professionals. Conor Benn recently wore a pair in his last fight, and also Jamie McDonnell wore a pair in his recent world title bout. They are made in England with materials solely sourced from Great Britain. The owner, creator of Fly Sports Boxing, Josh Steffen, has worked closely with Adam Booth in the design of these gloves, and these are a product result of 3 years design and development. Every fly product has been rigorously tested by world champions and world champion trainers. The equipment is handmade. Nothing is automated in the process of creating these beauties. Start to finish, a single bespoke pair of gloves can take up to 10 hours to make, sometimes longer. In car terms, if Everlast gloves are Fords and Lonsdale gloves are Vauxhalls, then Fly gloves are Aston Martins. They really are that good. So let me just put them in front of me now. Let's move this really nice box, which I'll come on to as well. And let's come on to the actual gloves. So I'll just put that one to one side as well. So they are crafted from leather made in a Scottish tannery. The same Scottish tannery that supplies leather for Rolls-Royce and Bentley cars. The foam is specifically made for fly in England. These gloves ooze style, elegance and quality. Quite simply put, they are a work of art. These are not about mass production, these are about craftsmanship. They come in a beautiful black cloth drawstring bag, which I'll show you also. There you go. So they come in that bag there, which is reeks of quality. And then also, as I've showed you earlier, they also come in this very stylish black, the Fly emblem, shiny black on black box, which is absolutely great. So you open that box, and housed inside this wonderful bag is these wonderful, wonderful gloves. So let me put that all to one side and back to the gloves. Okay, so let's start off with the brand. Okay, there is the Fly logo. Okay, and there is the winged man, and of course the winged man being Icarus, a tale of Greek mythology where Icarus was the son of a master craftsman, and in trying to escape the island, the master craftsman father constructed from feathers and wax some magnificent wings, instructing his son not to fly too low to the sea or too high to the sun. Now I won't spoil the story for you if you haven't heard it already, but look it up, the story of Icarus, and that is where that logo comes from. It's a simple, it's a classic design, and I think just the 3 letters of Fly really does, it is a great logo that has been picked there. So let's have a look, and I'll go through all the parts of the glove as I normally do. Let's start off with the knuckle area, and that is nicely padded there in the knuckle area. I love the colours of these in the black with the grey thumb. It's just so elegant is the word. Okay, just coming on to the thumb. This is a long thumb. You can see the attachment there. It's a very comfortable thumb, and it is well padded. Very nice thumb on this glove. Then we come on to the face of the glove, and you've got a soft grip bar there, and then you've got two nice soft bits of padding, one side right up there high, and then up to there, nice bit of soft bit of padding there as well. I'll just put this glove on. I have tied it up. I'll just put this glove on, and you can open your hands really well in this glove, really well. I mean, you can get full extension, and what that means, of course, is when you're boxing, you can catch the shots very, very easily. My style is somebody throws the jab or the backhand is to catch them shots, and that's essential for me to have in a boxing glove. And actually, these go a little bit further, and that to me is superb functionality. Then let's, if I just come through now, let's just come on to the wrist, okay? And there is some great padding in that wrist. Simple, clear, clean design. That's where the laces can go across, but as you can see, the actual stitching of that cross effect, which the laces follow, is absolutely superb. Really, really nice. Very, very classy. It just looks great. It looks great when you haven't had them tied up, but then when you actually tie them up, it looks even better. So that is really, really nice. Performance in sparring. I use these gloves over quite a few rounds, and they are very, very comfortable, highly protective, and I have to say, a joy to use. Comfort-wise, they are luxurious, and I'll show you the lining that comes with a pair of gloves like this. It's a fabulous lining, and it really does. I'll just open those up, and then you can see there the quality of this glove inside and out. So very, very comfortable to use. The stitching, let's show you the stitching. Handmade, exquisite stitching on this glove. So I come round, as you can see, that stitching. Because of that stitching and because of how well they are made, the quality and durability of these gloves is top drawer. It really is. These gloves will last you for years and years. Protection on the glove, you know, as I was hitting my sparring partner and as he was throwing shots at me, you know, I could really feel the shots that I was throwing on him, but at the same token, my hands were fully protected with these fantastic gloves. So let's just come on to what would you pay for a pair of gloves of this quality? Well, at the minute, these gloves, just going on to the cost, there were £350 fly gloves across the board. There has been some new prices introduced, and the price has reduced. 12-ounce gloves are now £295. 14-ounce gloves are £305. 16-ounce gloves, which these are £315. And then you can go bigger. There are 18-ounce gloves which are £325, and there's also 20-ounce gloves which are £335. Now these gloves will last you years and years. And like all good quality gloves, they will improve with use, not deteriorate. So just want to give a shout out first of all to the actual website, flysportsuk.com. That's flysportsuk.com. The owner, as I've said, is a guy called Josh Stephan. Check out that website, okay? If you do, and you get in contact with Josh, let him know that Simon at Fit to Box channel sent you, because I want him to know how impressed I am, and how impressed you would be if you were to own a pair of these. So let's just come on to price, because I think it's important. £315 for these 16-ounce, and £315, granted, is a lot of money. But here is my take on price and cost of gloves. Now, obviously, everybody loves great products at a bargain, okay? And companies like Sabas and UMA they're currently killing it in that section, sort of your £80 to £150. Okay, quality boxing gloves not only give great protection and comfort on day one, but they get better and better the more you use them. They get broken in, and as a subsequent, they actually feel superb. The more they mold to your hand, the better they feel. Now, the difference between cheap gloves and the quality gloves are the best day that a cheap glove is going to be is on day one, and then they deteriorate from there. So they don't get broken in like these sort of gloves. They just break. That's your cheap gloves. These, of course, these are top end, more expensive gloves. Now, I can justify personally paying around £300. I can't justify paying about £400 plus, and that is where I think that Grant have gone a little too high price wise, and they've lost me a little as due to that. As I've said in one of my videos before, I had a pair of blue, black and white pair of Grants, and I was reluctant to use them because they cost so much. Then you go on to Winning, and Winning are sort of £250 plus. Recently you go on to Clayton Reyes, and Clayton Reyes prices are also moving up, and they're closer to Winning prices now than they were, say, 6 months ago. These gloves, £315 for 16 ounce, and they are so well made, so well handcrafted that they will last years. So here's my opinion and my way of thinking of when it comes to spending that kind of money on a pair of boxing gloves. If I am buying a pair of gloves that I will use regularly in my sparring for 3, 4, 5 years plus, then I have to offset the cost against the quality, the durability and the style that those gloves will give me over those years. And I'll give you an example. My Winning gloves, I bought them 2 years ago, my white Winning. I did a recent video on them. I have sparred hundreds of rounds in those gloves. Looking at them, I think that they are good for another 2 years at least. They've got a few scuffs, but they're, another 2 years at least I think I've got in those Winning gloves. Now, if I base it on 4 years use even, so £250 based on 4 years use, and I do use my gloves a lot in sparring, that works out to £62.50 a year. Now, let me tell you, my Winning gloves are worth way more than £62.50 a year to me. And then we come on to these. Yeah, they're slightly more expensive than that, but these are top quality. They are super stylish. I was excited to wear these in the gym, and the reaction from the lads in the gym was great. They really were impressed by how super stylish these gloves are. And if I do the same calculation, £315 divided by 4 years of use at least, it works out to about £78 a year. For over a 4-year period, I would probably do over 1,000 rounds of sparring. Add that to the 4 years I would receive of style, protection, comfort from these gloves that I would receive while wearing them. I have to say, I do think that that is superb. So, granted, we're not talking about a cheap pair of gloves here, but at £315 over 4 years, we're talking great value for money. Now, you know that I love boxing equipment. That is the reason why I started this channel in the first place. You know that I love top quality boxing equipment. You know that I love my Winning gear, and you know that I love my Nike or Nike Hyper KOs. But let me tell you something. There is a new love in my life, and that new love is Fly boxing gear. Check them out, flysportsuk.com. Get in contact with Josh. These gloves are superb. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I can keep bringing you more and more of these great products. Thank you.